join.
Hey traders, welcome to episode 747 of the show. You could be doing anything for here. Appreciate it a lot, man. Happy Tuesday. And Bitcoin hasn't moved, really. I mean, it actually has moved, right? On the daily, it doesn't look like it much, but last night we were sitting around 94.20, 94.50, and then had a sell-off, right, from 94.31 all the way down to like 91.80, and then since we hit that bottom, we just began to rally and made about the same high, slightly lower high. That's the 4 hour, but the daily, if you look at it, just nothing's happened at all. I mean, really all you did was you just ran down a little bit and then got rejected, and your prices just pushed back up. So we're now at 9,337. Try to get the Lumia stuff working. Like if someone subbed to the channel, like the lights would go off. If someone tipped, if someone hit, you'd be able to change the lights. Still having issues. It's saying that it's not connected. Yeah, it just says that it's not able to connect to the stream, which is just weird. It says it's connected, but it just says, oh, cannot connect to the YouTube broadcast. Oh, it actually has now. Wow. Okay, so it looks like I have no idea what to expect. I have no idea what will happen if someone tips, if someone subs, because it's really cookie cutter. So we'll find out later in the stream. Okay. So, good God. Y'all are hitting me up with 121 likes already, and the show's been live for 8 minutes and 40 seconds. I mean, I've been on screen for like 3 minutes or something. Thank y'all. Holy crap. Amazing.
Bruh.
Freaking community. Alright, so still just waiting on the flag, man. This is a patient man's game if you're looking at significant time scales. If not, yeah, you can go to the 30 minute, the 1 hour, 15 minute, and get wrecked trying to trade those, trade within a flag on less significant time scales. Good way to just think about the people, like, okay, I'm going to take a long or be leveraged at 9,400 on hoping for higher prices, and it dumps down to 91.75. You're destroyed, and at that point, you've probably taken a lot of losses, so you have a stop loss set up or something, it triggers, and then it just pumps right back up. It's nothing burger for the swing trader. All right, it's the impulse here. The swing trader was like, oh man, divergence. What? That's cool, man. Nefarious Technology, thanks for the sub, dude. Dude, the lights are like alternating. All right, y'all don't exploit it, okay? Y'all are current subs. Don't do that. Don't get my hopes up, man. All right. And I think if you sub too fast, there's like a 4-second like cooldown on it. So. Drinking the Irwin.coffee. You don't know how to tip anymore? The link is in the description below. I don't have Super Chat on because Super Chat, and that's Google and YouTube, take 30%, and then they take the money, not me. Okay, you give it, you think you're giving it to me, you're giving it to YouTube and Google, and then if they feel like it at the end of the month, they'll then pay out. They'll give me a payout, 70% of the tip you gave me, and then the government taxes 30% after that. That's a terrible process, right? I figure you as a viewer, if you want to tip me, you're like, hey, I want you to get almost pretty much all of it immediately, right? That's the mentality, but not with Super Chat, so it's off, okay? It's a scam, super scam. Anyway, sorry you were testing. Thank you for the test, dude. Oh, my internet is like, okay, it's freaking out. Thank you all for the Bob Turner, dude. Holy crap. Thanks for the sub. Hype in the chat. Hype in the chat. Not bad, dude. Not freaking bad. How am I feeling about LSU this weekend? It's a game that Bama could easily lose if they don't show up or if they get outcoached, and those are the games I like going to. I mean, it's fun going to a game where Bama destroys the opponent, but it's more fun when, oh, they're threatened and they might lose. Okay, so anyway, I mean, you want to look at the other charts of Bitcoin. If you're a regular viewer, you're just like, oh yeah, it's the same analysis because nothing's changed. And now my webcam's losing its mind again. Nothing I can do to fix it. I've tried everything. Turning the hertz down, power saving stuff for the USBs. Might just be the USB hub might be overloaded is what I read about my webcam flickering and stuff. I might have turned down to 720, which I do not want to do. That's terrible. Dirks, man, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Oh my God, it's crazy. It's freaking out, man. Webcam's freaking out too. I like that. It goes back to the normal. This is the default color I set. Okay, this is your log scale looking chart that shows you that Bitcoin is still just barely. It was in jeopardy. It was Monka-S territory. But when Monka-S territory showed up, divergence matured. It made it. Oh my God, dude.
Let's go.
Joseph DeAngelis, thank you for the 1337 contribution, and thanks for helping test the lighting and stuff. This is great. Now we'll make it different than blue. That was default. That's what I'm saying. Dude, that's crazy, man. That's so cool. That rumor became true. President of the United States is coming to the Alabama LSU game. That's going to be unreal. I have front row tickets to that game, 40-yard line. Super excited. Okay, so, all right, man. Do you see how the uptrend is still alive? It's still alive. All right, we're back above the 200-day moving average, but we're not above the 25% trend line of the Eggleston channel. We kind of hit that and wicked up to touch what previous overhead resistance back from May 5th, 2018. It was at one time kind of a support area, and now it's kind of a resistance area. You got to get back above that and hold above it. But you would think that if you have an impulse, a $3,000 move, and you wanted the prices to go higher, consolidation almost seemed a little mandatory. Like, you don't want to just, okay, we just gained $3,000, broke critical resistance, let's just keep going straight up. That's unsustainable and will never, it won't work out.
Thanks for all you do.
Six, thanks for the $4.20 of Ethereum.
Is that a joint?
Unfortunately, the one-up coin crypto tips are not connected to this. This is a YouTube. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. I sometimes use Streamlabs for certain things like that, for Patreon API and crypto tip API. So give me a sec to Streamlabs. Let me get rid of this thing on my, it keeps popping, it always pops up on my title or my description. Okay, this should be good. We gotta wait for it to save. Nice, we're saved. And thanks for the 435 people tuned in. We're just watching Bitcoin crawl, consolidate after a violent move to the upside. And as you can see, I mean, on Bitstamp, right, for an exchange, let's be real here. I mean, just looking at the volume candle on this exchange, it's the highest level of volume we had seen since capitulation, when Bitcoin was getting obliterated, right? Lost 55% of its value in 5 weeks. In the midst of that was, you know, the volume. You know, we matched the buying climax, but on, again, this exchange, it's a little different than Coinbase. It's actually the highest we've seen pretty much in 11 months. Okay, 11 months, man. That is quite significant. That's not something to be like, oh man, whatever, dude, manipulation. That's big deal. Okay, so I guess what we can do is look at the last chart, and then we'll move to the altcoins and stuff, and then stocks and all that. S&P 500 all-time highs. It kind of like, you know, it gapped up yesterday and didn't do anything today, and just sat at that 1272, and it almost looks like a bearish Japanese candlestick reversal pattern that we'll talk about. The upside gap, two crows pattern, very similar but not exact. It didn't engulf the today's red candle, did not engulf yesterday's red candle, so that maybe makes it invalid. But it sure as heck looks close, like one of the closest looking Japanese candlestick patterns you could see for the SPX. All right, Bitfinex. So, you know, this is really the what makes the most sense touch point, anchor points for trend lines. I mean, you're talking about wick, candle close, wick. Okay, how many touches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches. Okay, compared to 2 or something on the top, right? You got 1. You got wick, candle close, wick. Almost touched it again, but didn't. So you got like 5 touches total on the bottom. So 5 and 5, and that we clearly broke out of that extremely high levels of volume. See, Bitfinex is a much different story. I mean, again, you didn't even have close to the same volume of the buying climax, but Coinbase, it was matching. And then we just discussed on Bitstamp, highest level we had seen since.
Loving all the educational content in the Patreon, been nerding out on it ever since the first and still going. Much love, Mitch, keep up the good work. Gangs.
Bruh.
Dude, Solar Ward, man, thanks for the $3.82, and the I'm glad you're enjoying the Patreon, the educational content in it. It's an institution of information about all the things we talk about in the stream, and it's kind of like if you're a viewer and you just want to follow along better, joining the Patreon is a good way to do it if you want to invest in yourself, because there's just countless hours of me teaching just about all these different things when it comes to trading on there. So I don't know if you're a patron in here and you're watching and you got value out of it. If you're getting value out of it, just say something in the live chat. Thanks again, Solar Warden. Pretty cool though with the lights and stuff. I like it. We could figure all kinds of things out. I wonder if this works. I don't know if anyone's even tried it yet. No, that doesn't work. Oh, it does work maybe? Chat, try it. Try the exclamation mark color and let's see what happens, because it just moved. But again, I'll have to mess with the settings. There we go, Skyward. And I think that, like, though you might see the exclamation mark color on the YouTube chat, on the Streamlabs, like if you watch the replay, I don't think it pops up, which is nice. Why are they so different? Because different people trade on different exchanges, Drew Martin. That's different people. And that's why you can't just be certain about trade setups playing out all the time, because, you know, say you had a beautiful falling wedge that occurred somewhere else, and you say, okay, because Bitcoin's also showing a beautiful falling wedge, it's going to play out for sure. You can't say that, because you would have to know for real if, like, the same market participants who traded that wedge from wherever you were charting before, whatever asset it was, they'd have to be trading the exact same pattern. You see what I'm saying? So you can't look at anything with a certainty because of that fact. So it looks like the lighting stuff's working. It looks like, yeah, y'all kind of did break it a little bit, but there's like a cooldown, I think. Wait, let me see what the cooldown is. Let me see if I can change it to where there is no cooldown. Colors. 2-second duration. Let's make it, we'll see. Hey man, it's like very different than it used to be. They actually got rid of, they had 2 applications, one for Twitch, one for YouTube. Now they have something just called Lumia Stream, and now it's far more complex. A lot more stuff you can do, but I don't really know how to make it. I mean, let's make it 3. Listen to colors. Alright, so the last 3 seconds, not 2 seconds now. Whatever. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. We looked at the channel breakout. We looked at the wedge. We looked at the log scale uptrend we're still in to show you that this right here was just a correction. And this correction had a prevailing impulse, which was bullish, the bullish trend, long-term uptrend, midterm downtrend, and you might be trying to break out of it to continue on, because a pattern like this is what we would call a continuation pattern, not a reversal. You can get wedges as reversals, but this is not the case at all. This was an impulse, you corrected, and now you might be able to continue on in the uptrend. All right, anyway. Dude, let's take a look at XLM. I haven't been live since it was right at the end of my stream yesterday when they announced that they were like cutting all the whatevers, they were burning their coins, lots of their coins. So, that just means less supply, more demand, I guess. And so, yeah, it's up crazy amount. I mean, since the announcement, at one point it was up 32%. Now it's still up like 20+%, but hit that 200-day moving average perfectly and pulled back right back to that area we were at in mid-September. And you've hit the golden zone, right, from the high to low. We've already had this charted, 8.6 cents to 10.888 cents. Boom, touched it. You may go higher. You are now overbought. Lots of positive momentum, stupid amounts of volume. Good news is you're back above a critical area of support resistance, February of 2019, but above you're going to have more adversity. You can see it, right? You're at a support resistance from May 10th of 2019. And then right above that, you're going to have a support resistance back from December of 2018, right? That huge, huge dump, dude. So I think you've got a lot of stuff you have to do. I mean, really, if you want a pure trend reversal, like the first overhead resistance, I guess you're at it. But the next one after this, real overhead resistance, we're talking like 14, 15 cents. Break that back, test it, and run again. And then we can start plotting an uptrend or something. But still, this is great because it was news and a burn, but it's crypto. There's no fundamental aspects of this asset that make it anything more than speculative on the price, right? Oh, people are speculating that XLM is worth more because of the burn on the coin. So maybe when the volatility and the emotionalism, the craziness settles, it might just dump again. And it's nasty, dude. Bear trend. But all these altcoins, man, if you look at just the ones, like, when you have all this data, they're all back to like right before the great FOMO of 2017 started. That's like where most of them are. Some are at all-time lows, but most of them are, again, at pre-great FOMO levels, pretty much almost inception prices. Okay. Another one. Yes, that's right. Another one.
VeChain doing things.
This one. Let's go, dude. Let's freaking go. Highest price we've seen on VeChain since August 25th, but it was on the way down, and now you have that breakout. Dang, dude, this freaking webcam losing its mind. I hate it. Okay, so we are still running towards the 382. We have not touched it yet. We're still not even at common retrace levels if you use candle high close to candle low close. That's wild, isn't it? Still running. So we'll see at 54% of 1 penny. Talked to Vet Moonboy today. He couldn't believe it, man. Oh, he could. He actually, I wish he was around because he could announce what's happening. They're talking about VeChain maybe cutting or like China and the EU are talking about using VeChain for something. That might be this second leg, but the first leg I think all had to do with this Xi Jinping or whatever. Xi Jinping or something, whatever his name is. Emperor Zizor from Star Wars. Once he said that blockchain was legit and stuff. That was that first pump, all the Chinese assets. But maybe what Vet Moonboy was talking about is what's propelling us maybe higher. I don't know, because the other Chinese S coins or altcoins, excuse me, are not pumping like VeChain is. Speaking of Tron Connect is down, but Tron Connect pumped first. Tron Connect already had its nice run, right? Where it had the inverse head and shoulders, broke the neckline, break, hook, and go off that downsloping support, and then ran to hit the measured move of the pattern. And it's gone no higher than that so far. Hit the 38% retrace from the high point to low point, which is, again, the beginning of the golden zone, where you commonly retrace before reversing your price action, which is exactly what we did when we hit it. But to the extent of how far we've reversed is not bad. You know, you actually hit the 236, and you're just going sideways now. So there might be more upside potential on Tron Connect. Hit a 95% retrace from its November 2018 low. Hit a 1414 fib extension from B to C, and diverged at that area and popped right shoulder, gone. All right. So VeChain doing things. Tron Connect did things. BAT doing things. Still doing things, man. Yeah, it was up like 5% earlier. It's only up 3.26% right now. That's okay. BAT, dude. I mean, what do you even want on BAT? Still below that 200-day moving average, which is kind of like, what are you doing, man? And you're attempting a rally, and you don't have any positive momentum yet on the daily. So it's like, come on, dude. Starting to get a little weak here. Really good looking on the RSI, where you're at 64. You're not overbought. There might be room to run, but as you can see, I mean, the way once we touch that 200 moving average, he backed off of it, but now we're slowly climbing again. We will be testing that 200 once more. All right, from the entry of this trade setup for patrons to its highest point, 83% increase in value. Nice. Just look left, man. I mean, 88% retrace, just the perfect textbook bullish BAT pattern. But then all you have to do is just look left to see that there's just all this support from March 2018, August 2018, September 2018. You fell below it, but created the wedge, and that was the spring, right? Clearly the measured movement went just bonkers, and this was the leading up to the Coinbase listing, and then once it got listed to Coinbase, destroyed, attempted rally, dumped, back tested this channel you broke out of, and now you're off, man. It's like telling a freaking bedtime story. It's so majestic and legendary, the journey of BAT to the US dollar on Bitfinex. Wow. Thank you all for being here. We're just looking here, listen, altcoins. I mean, we've looked at different altcoins. We're going to look at another one that is a snoozer and hasn't been doing things like BAT. No, not at all. Old XRP, our buddy. Hey, the meme's doing well for now. but we know normally how it goes with these memes. What happens when XRP hits 30 cents these days? Well, it normally just sells off. Get in the hole, XRP. XRP is in the hole at 30 cents. But can it stay in this hole, or will it bounce out? Right? Will it be like the thing in Happy Gilmore when he like puts it in and it's like the clown face and then it just like spits it back out? That seems like, you know what, Phil Centura, you should do something like that. Can somebody make a GIF of Happy Gilmore putting the ball and then it's XRP 30 cents on top of the clown's head, and then he spits out the ball and laughs and it makes Adam Sandler lose his mind? That would actually be really appropriate. Hype in the chat! Okay. So, same analysis, nothing's changed. It's another day in the crypto sphere, providing you coverage just in case something happens. We're above that critical support, kind of back tested it, trying to run a little bit with Bitcoin. It's only up 0.69%. Where there are other assets up 12%, 2%, 3%, 5%. XRP is just the little engine that maybe could, but we don't know if it could. It also might couldn't. If it could, there's lots of upside potential. I think a great target for XRP. First one's like 37 cents. Second target's like 44, 43 cents. Boom. It's not practical, man. Why? What's not practical? I just gave you targets. If it does continue, if it does stay above the support long enough and begins its ascent to the upside, to the top, more top side of the range. Okay. Wow, dude. Dude, what is going on with this playlist? It's like these death noises, like. Dude, I'm about to axe this and go to something else, man. Get it out of here. Kill me. A gif of what? A gif, Kanatomo? I told you. At the putt-putt thing in the Happy Gilmore movie. He's putting the ball and then the clown spits it out. That's like the clown is XRP resistance. And the ball is 30 cents. No, XRP is 30 cents. I don't even know. Y'all can make it happen. I just gave the vision. Y'all can do stuff with that. All right? We want to look at the George Soros chart again. I guess we can. What do y'all like? 3-second duration? I mean, I don't know how to change it to make it. It shouldn't change back to this color. There's no option I'm finding where it won't go to default. Or yeah, I want it to change to blue and stay blue. Make it green, stay green. Doesn't go back to default. Which one was it? This now? No, Plenix. Come on, same chart, man. Same chart. Look how you're just scooting along. Correlating price action. Potential demand line. Horizontal line support. Then you zoom out. Whoa, dude. I'm getting some major lag. I even turned off. What's going on, dude? Getting hacked. The Pundycoin bandits. I'm getting hacked by them. All right. 1, 2, 3. What's changed? Absolutely nothing. But it's just good for you to see how there is upside potential if you can hold above the horizontal line support long enough. If you can hold above the upsloping support long enough. I mean, the more you bounce off these supports is, in a way, it's saying to the market, hey, we're interpreting that we're going to stay inside of this and we're going to go run to the upside. We're going to continue this uptrend. Yes, I saw that, the little window pane gap fill on the CME futures. Let's take a look at that on Bitcoin. I was like, why did it happen? It's like gap fill connect. Yeah, man, freaking wild. Yeah, look here, listen. I guess this is your look here, listen of the day.
Look here! Look, listen!
All right, futures chart, 94.10 right now. Slightly higher than spot price normally is. As you can see, this wick where Bitcoin fell all the way down to 8,374. for a few moments, complete rejection and push right back up pretty much to where it was. And when you did that, maybe it was a square up of some sort. Maybe it was just, I don't know. Look how one time you used the 200 as resistance before closing and you gapped up. But look, you bounced off the 200 moving average on the 4 hour, which I don't know if it means anything, right? But really weird. Crazy, crazy volatility. We're talking, what was it? Talking like a $1,000 move. Crazy, crazy world. And just look left. What is this yellow trend line here? Why's the number not on? 9,735 to 9,800. Look left. Way over back from April and May of 2018. That's where we hit it first. We tried again and failed, but then after we failed, we then dumped, but then rallied, rejected, and here we are, right back to where we were. Interesting. Got to get above this 9,800 area. Have to, man. Got to soon. Look how much it was used as support. Support. Now it's resistance. Got to get above it, man. Let's go to the S&P 500. Why not? Here's the S&P. Oh, man. Oh, yes, dude. Let's go. It's actually... Oh, my God. Yes. It's very good chance we could sell off tomorrow. And let me show you. This is how it ended. I didn't check the close. The candle close. Okay. Know your Japanese candlesticks. Talking to Laura Lee, and I'm like, dude, this looks, for some reason, out of all those candlesticks I've looked at, like the patterns, this is one of them. I can't remember the name of it, but it's there. Let me find it, and I found it, dude. The Alley Trading, thanks for the follow on Twitch. You're missing out, dude, because I'm on YouTube. Someone sent him the memo. Awesome. So, what is it? You can't tell me how textbook this is, dude. It's freaking textbook. Called the Bearish Upside Gap 2 Crows. Whoa, webcam, freaking out. Okay, where you have one green candle, you gap up, very small body, and then on the last candle, the third candle of the pattern, you actually gap up, which we did. We gapped up, opened higher than the previous candle, but then we bearishly engulfed the red candle. All right, so look at this, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, who in the world is identifying this right now? This is crazy. Right there. Bearish upside gap, 2 crows. It's a reversal pattern. At a 1272 fib extension. Can't tell me that's not literally the Jesus perfect textbook.
Bruh. Look here. Look, listen. Oh, it feels so good.
Price gonna dip. Price gonna dip.
Clipping coupons in the stock market.
Okay. I mean, what's different than the example, the textbook example, and the S&P 500 today? Well, so mark it down, add the new one. I didn't even know the name of it till today when I just remembered. I'm like, man, this just looks, it's like the 2 candles after a gap up and they're both red, something. Yeah. So we'll put it to the test, chat. Let's do a straw poll on this one. Oops, sorry. Make sure that's it. All right. Creating the poll. Let's go, dude. About to spam it. Go vote. Do it or be destroyed. Super, super happy to see it and really see it actually confirmed itself. Very, very nice. Apple about to tank. Maybe M-Stone. If the macro does, Apple could sell off. And we know we're at a PCZ. The beginning of the PCZ for that bearish butterfly. Forgive my webcam, dude. I don't know what to do. It's broken. I have too much stuff going on. Nothing can handle what I do. It's all like, too many graphics. Too much detail. Too much care of detail. Okay. All right, got 40 votes. Let's get some more voter turnout. Anyway, so that's the SPX on the daily. And something Larly's been looking at, and it's like, yeah, you're right. The weekly. Do I not have it? Oh, yeah, my power went out, so nothing saved. Of course. Of course. Upsloping resistance. Couldn't break it. You developed it, and now you're actually breaking it. Okay, so big broadening top pattern. You're maybe up thrusting through it. You know, it's weird. It's like you had bearish divergence. Okay, the bearish divergence pretty much played out where it sold off, but then rallied and back tested the upsloping support. And I was really, really attempting, and it's broken to all-time highs. You get it, but hey, if that daily bearish pattern happens, and we go into midweek and then the later the week where the selling pressure picks up or something, we could end up having some sort of triple MACD bearish divergence on the weekly. Holy crap, man. That could be really bad. Everyone get that? So maybe it's an up thrust, but you know, up here we got that upsloping resistance too, the wedge. All right, so we'll find out. Thanks for the 73 people who voted on the upside gap two crows reversal pattern. Oh yeah, that's it. Dow Jones, I think, hitting all-time highs or something today too. But let's, I just want to talk about the S&P because it's a big deal, man. All right, well, we can look at some more stocks later, I guess. But someone I think asked specifically about EOS, the US dollar. We can do that. Okay, EOS, hear me out here. Continuing to rise, but in log scale, definitely still in a downtrend. Remember, it went from $8.76 all the way down to $2.44. That's extremely gnarly, dude. Let me try to turn my brightness down or something. I don't even know anymore. I'm gonna do all this stuff again. Thanks for the 500 people here. Y'all are the real ones. The ones that are here when there's no volatility. That's how I know you aren't a fair weather moon boy scrub. Okay. I'm turning it down just a little bit, I guess. Maybe that'll help. I mean, I don't know if the S&P is going to dump. Look, a reversal just means it could go fill a few gaps and go back down to that previous all-time high level before running again. All right. So EOS anyway, right? The structure is like 1 and 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and you got a 4th one on the bottom. But you've created this pretty nice looking bearish bat, potential bearish bat, which is getting closer and closer to that PCZ, the PCZ that happens to be perfectly right at the downsloping resistance of the channel, the correction you're in or whatever. You know, correction after, look, this run, man, you lost almost all your value. But maybe we see a reversal around $4. Seems possible. Oh wow, does it go right back up? Someone changed the, okay, it's gonna stay that. I might have changed my webcam then, or my. Not gonna be as bad, probably, like that. Oh well, yeah, you came for the low. You came for the low. Well, I don't know when that's happening. Okay, so there you go. Does that make sense? You are pretty much at a 78% retrace from that dump September 17th. That's what's going on. And you could climb higher. There's no bearish divergence going on at all. You actually have a ton of positive momentum. Dang, dude, the webcam is so effed up. Dude, you see this? It just keeps crapping around. What's up, Wendy and J Bear and Jordan West? I haven't even said hi to y'all. Sorry about that. What's up, Dan G, J Mobe, Skyward, Wayne Batson. Hey, Mark Hens, a newer sub. Thanks for being here again. Hey man, it's Kevin Grubb, dude. Regions up 25% or something. $25, excuse me. On that earnings pump. Good God. Got some action tonight. Was it NIU versus Ohio or something? I don't know. I was just guessing. MAC teams. Maction on a freaking Tuesday night? Is that real? I don't believe you, man. No. Wow, dude. Kent State and Toledo and Ball State and Western Michigan. And then tomorrow's Miami of Ohio versus Ohio. Not just tonight, also tomorrow. For all the degens out here that want to gamble on college football. Okay, so that's EOS. You might be able to short it at nearly $4 for more downside. Unless it breaks out, and then it could end up being some sort of deep crab, but the 1618 is the only viable entry for a short on that, which is around, at that point you've already broken out. 1618 is the exact same pattern as Nike's when it dumped, or as Nike when it dumped. 1618 fib extension. Okay, but until it breaks 886 for real, still a potential bearish bat. All right, let's go to Ethereum Classic for a moment.
Can you look at USDP as that triple MACD / RSI class of bearish divergence and rising wedge?
Andy man, thank you, dudes. Give me a sec. Wow, inverse head and shoulders connect. Are you kidding me? You've already broken it? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Just looking at it. Move down. Wow, look, there was divergence on the RSI down here. Okay. Jeez. So what are you asking? Yeah, thanks for the $9.06 of XRP. Is that triple MACD, RSI Class A, bearish divergence, and a rising wedge? Okay, if you're zoomed in here, it could be. Now let's. Ooh, man. That kind of stuff's good. Okay, that's kind of bullish. When you impulse like that and your consolidation's down sloping, it's kind of like what EA was doing. So yeah, maybe it's a rising wedge, maybe it sells off again. I mean, you're just trying to anchor like this. Well, that's pretty. Demand line, supply line. Maybe it's a rising wedge. Maybe some divergence. I mean, there's definitely divergence that occurred, right? But I think that second, I mean, this is divergence here. It played out, but then it eventually it reversed. But when it reversed, it hit a demand line and bounced again, and it's continued to rally. It's above the 200-day moving average now. You could also look at this like every time we get above that 200 moving average, since in this year, it's been a struggle. So you look at it like that, or you could look at like a bigger structure. Did you see this at all? The shoulder's gonna be, I guess, kind of like that. And look what you did. You back tested it too. Like you broke it, then back tested, and that's the rally. 3 white soldiers. Close to 3 white soldiers anyway. So if you look at it kind of like that, and just a measured move of the pattern, I think there's more upside potential. Could be anyway. And then we can just plot the channel of some sort. Maybe like this 1, 2. It's not bad. You go 1, 2, and then just 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at the heartline support. Look at this, man. There was a candle close at the heartline, but then it wicked down on that. Remember that flash crash beginning of this year? Hit that 25 and bounced. Held the 75, 75. Not bad. So it looks like you might be approaching Momo shift areas, if that's the channel you're looking at. Okay. Though you could zoom out and make another type of trend line or whatever. I'm just talking about, since the impulse, this is the developed structure after the impulse. So if you could ever break this, you might have some sort of reversal. But you know how it goes, right? If you break out any downsloping structure, you then have a lot of work to do. You have to break overhead resistance, which there's a lot of them, right? I mean, it's a currency, right? 112, 114. 114 is major, dude. Look at this. Just pull it all the way. Just look at all that, right? So, I mean, you can call it a rising wedge. Yeah, there's a little bit of divergence, but I think the divergence played out, and that divergence played out, and you back tested a trend line, and now you're rallying again. And yeah, time will tell if we'll form more bearish divergence, and maybe up here at 110 you sell off. Okay, dude, I hate this. I can tell my peripheral how terrible this webcam is. It's like, how does it just start randomly doing it, man? 50 FPS. Try that. It's probably not going to do anything. Yeah, might have to go to 720. Oh my god, dude. Now the music's too loud. Oh, and it's been too loud. Great. Jesus, dude. Can't catch a break today. Okay, it still works. Sweet. The webcam hasn't done anything on your end, really? You don't see it like blink for a second and then come back. Like I'm talking, or less than a second. It's like a nanosecond. Okay, so thanks again for the 9. And thanks for everyone tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. 255 likes. Thank you all for that. anything. Oh, ICX, did it break the resistance yet? Come on, Icon. We've been watching this one. Yes, it's beginning to break critical levels. Let's go. ICX. Okay, it's breaking that ice line. It's trying to get back above it, which is a big deal. You break it, and then you can back test it, hold it as support. That's called you're springing, and you're back testing the spring. There might be some sort of potential long at 18 cents. I mean, where we are, if we can hold above this area long enough. It's the one I've just been watching, and it's like, and look how close we're getting to the down sloping structure, the Momo shift trend line. There it is. Closer and closer, man. The nice higher lows. It was like Bitcoin, but then Bitcoin decides to actually go somewhere. That's ICX. Good freaking news, man. Lots, I mean, extremely high amounts of upside potential on ICX if you can get above the area that we're breaking right now, and then the downsloping resistance. And you could run all the way up to 30 freaking cents. Yeah. Keep your eye on ICX, seriously. Agent Bambi, thanks for the kind words. I don't know, I'm sure they're, you know, this is just a show on TA and stuff, you know, I don't do any acting or anything. Like everything on Netflix is pretty much acting, right? Or there are documentarians and stuff doing things. No one said nano at all, dude. You literally said nano by yourself to get someone to talk about it. ATVI Connect, Kappa. Looks ready for a big move. Looks like it freaking, I mean, maybe it's an ascending triangle now, man, or something, right? But it's failed twice, but, you know, when reversed, it's not really dumped yet. But you got to be careful just because that pattern, my friend Pat had an urn. Someone named that show. Anyway, it had that pattern of disrespect. Anyway, yeah, you can just kind of see what's going on. Maybe 2 reaction highs, 2 reaction lows or something. Kind of just like that. So you've got accumulation and clearly a sell wall. ATVI reports earnings. When is it? In 2 days. So this could get completely destroyed, or we could gap up and make a 100% measure move in a second, right? I mean, clearly the market knows the move's coming, right? The pattern has been painted. It started being created September 12th, 11th of this year, and for months we've just now we're making it a valid pattern, and just all depends, man, on what gets reported, the guidance. It's a coin flip, big coin flip. That's right. What was it? Oh yeah, TK, you got it, man. I think he was first. Battle scene, yeah. Well, Bradford, you had to be watching at the time to be able to see it, because I don't know how to download the video, because any type of third party I use, it's like post the link. I post the link, and I think because it's blocked, it can't even access to download the file for me. So I might be completely SOL. I don't know how. I mean, I could try to play it. Okay, that's what I might have to do. But that could take forever, right? I could play the stream on one of my monitors, have OBS up, record that screen capture, the entire stream. But again, that could take 6 hours, because that's how long the stream was, I think. So that would be my last out. That's the only thing I can think of right now that would work. With a daily, oh yeah, I didn't think about it, my bad. Same looking stuff, right? Tim, if you were watching this stream, you would have known about gold and silver being at much greater areas of value. And we were talking about, for most of my streaming tenure, we were talking about the accumulation and momentum shifting on gold and silver. Okay. And he doesn't want to gamble with his gains on Activision. Hey, smart, prudent move, man. You don't want to be like the guy. Dude, this webcam is F. I've never seen it mess up this many times. God. Oh, yeah, by the way, chat. You're local on the 8s. Wow. Let's go back to Bitcoin. I mean, Bradford, no change. Kind of ascending triangle. But it won't matter because earnings. Because earnings can make a gap up to $62, or it can make a gap down to $50, $48. Probably what's going to happen. Anyone got the IV percentage? Implied volatility on Activision for earnings? What is it? Probably like 5% or 5 to 7% maybe, where it could go up 5 to 7% or down 5 to 7%. All right. Go ahead to Bitcoin. A new daily candle has been born 1 hour earlier than normal because of daylight savings. Wow, chat, I hate to be the breaker of bad news, but nothing's changed. You know, yesterday we had a bullish engulfing candle. Today, that just closed, was nothing. Just, it was actually a higher, I don't know, I mean, the candle low close, right, was higher than the open yesterday. We're still above the 200 moving average. We're still really tight in our consolidation, right? The price disparity since October 27th is, I mean, you're talking, the wicks maybe are crazy, but the candle closes between 95.59 and 91.60. That's, right? That's like a $400 range for over a week now that we've been seeing on Bitcoin, on candle closes on the daily. Wow, man. So mysteries still abound. At some point, this consolidation will mature, if it's not already mature, and we will get another big move up, or we will just dump to the bottom, 86.73, hit this trend line again, bounce off it as support, and then maybe eventually, even when we keep bouncing on support, we'll hit this 8,500 area, which is July 2018 previous support resistance. So there's always that chance, but you got to be kind of optimistic the way we're holding above that 200-day moving average so well, and the prevailing impulse before the consolidation. Okay, you're kind of getting squeezed in between the 200-day moving average and maybe the downsloping resistance. Running out of room. No, there's no private access. Anything I've looked at, I've looked everywhere on Creator Studio. No, there's like nowhere you can download the freaking video. And Google it, man. See what it says. I read that like YouTube doesn't allow you to download your own videos when they become bots. Like that's what I read. Davis, man, are you kidding me?
Would you please look at chart? I need to know if I should hold or exit. Thanks.
Troy, man, thanks for the 20. Artul. Sure, man, we'll look at Artul Connect. Well, you're talking about an asset that has 13,000 volume. It's a biotech company, so extremely risky speculative market. You're asking me if you should hold or sell this. Make sure I'm right on the ticker here. Didn't mess up. But Troy, I would, ARTL. Yeah, I wouldn't, this is just me talking, I wouldn't be trading an asset that has less than 1 million volume traded. Again, remember, you heard what I said. This has 13,000 daily volume. But it's painting an inverse head and shoulders, man. Holy crap. Well, I mean, if you're just talking about patterns and we're not talking about liquidity, I mean, this is not liquid at all. This is like, even if you have a limit buy or a limit sell or a stop loss, you always run a much higher risk chance of none of it filling. Okay. Because there's just no one trading this, really. Okay. So it's a really nice looking inverse head and shoulders, potentially. Potentially. I mean, if you're going to have a stop loss, maybe have the stop loss below 179. Okay, because that's like down here. I mean, if you're in it now, might as well give it a shot. One might. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you that the pattern has not been confirmed. It's still a potential pattern until it breaks this neckline, which is like 256, which is like would be crazy gains from 217 already. So, yeah, it's still in the mix, still like working on rallying. And if it ever did break out, measure move, probably looking around. So $1 measure move, 99 cents. Geez, measure move would put you all the way up at like 353. So if you're in it now, again, and hopefully if you're talking about you got in, hopefully it was just somewhere around the right shoulder, because that's okay. But again, 1 million volume is the minimum criteria for what we want as traders. So we know that our orders are most likely going to get filled. Look at this. Look left. Jeez. September 2018, flash crash. What? Somehow we're literally at it right now? What the F? So obviously it's an overall bear trend, so your bullish patterns may not work as well, but I mean, normally inverse head and shoulders happen after it moves down. So there's still a chance it could run up and just make a retrace, some sort of retrace. Okay, does that help? Wouldn't want to be in this asset anywhere below $1.85. I think that it's already made the right shoulder. Anything now would be a failure. It's probably not going to come down and double bottom on the right shoulder and then rally. You know, if it fails here, starts selling off, it's probably screwed and the pattern could become invalid. So Troy, man, good look on a very nice looking pattern, potential pattern. But again, the volume concerns me greatly. Hopefully you got some insight on that, Troy. Let me know, dude. Thank you for the freaking 20, dude.
Bruh. Hype in the chat!
Yes, Artol. Average browser, if you want to download YouTube videos. Log in with a different account on another PC? No way. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Matt Gold, dude, we already looked at Ethereum Classic. Okay. Looked at it early in the stream, so just rewind the VOD, you'll find it. Thanks. What is it? Galapagos Connect? That's a first.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Can you check out CRWD and WWE?
Thanks for the 420. Anonymous. CrowdStrike. Not much info on this, but IPO'd in June of this year. First off, let's just try it. Not even a 1272 yet. Fib extension from the the low to high. 1272 is 43.56. You got as low as 44.80, so not far off. Just looking at it like that. Yeah, really nice looking divergence on both oscillators. Like low, lower, low, lowest low, lower levels negative Momo every time. In the chat, if you don't know, you can change the colors in my room briefly by hitting ! Color. It's a new amenity, new feature of the stream. doesn't seem too disruptive, because it's like after people get hyped on it and have fun with it, no one does it anymore, and that was I was worried about, just people be spamming the whole stream. It's not the case, so good on y'all for using moderation on the light spam. Okay, divergence, pattern. I don't really see much of a pattern here. Probably just a downtrend of some sort. Let's just try to connect 1 and 2. Yep. Oh my god, dude. Oh my goodness. There it is. Just a nice downtrend. Kind of trying to break out right now. Yeah, 1.46 million. This is what we're talking about. That's what you need. So, I mean, I know there's divergence and stuff, but look, the divergence is playing out as bearish consolidation. So again, remember your 43 something is like the 1272 down here. You know, you haven't hit that yet. So I don't know, man. I mean, there's no real pattern development. I don't see it as a wedge, unless you're anchoring just randomly from here. But then there, I think it's weird. So you're not touching a 1272 exactly. The divergence is kind of playing out, and there's no movement on it. It's just kind of sitting there, kind of flagging. But let's just say it did play out, right? CrowdStrike, let's just say George Soros called us on the phone and was like, hey man, inside information, this is the bottom, just saying, thanks. If it was the bottom, we have no idea, because it's not even close to a 23% retrace, which is $58. But if it was, common retrace levels, $66 to $79.98. But I just don't know if you're going to get that. Don't know if the selling's done. Okay. Sorry, man, I can't make a trade setup out of just a random asset requested. You know, it's like, I mean, you can analyze an asset, and sometimes there's opportunity there, and oftentimes there's not. Looking for a girlfriend who only wants money? I can guarantee you they're online somewhere, so give them a shout. There's always a chance you can anchor 1 and 2 here, and you're definitely not broken out of anything at that point, right? If you just flip it around. Wow, that was super laggy. 1, 2. Yeah, like that, man. Anchor on the bottom side. Broken out of nothing, man. There it is. Pretty nice. You're noticing the camera glitch more and more. Oh, it's just it's literally because it's glitching more and more, and I don't really know why. It's probably to do with the lighting behind me. It's too bright or something. I'll have to change that later. Oh. Hey, guess what, chat? Bitcoin's doing nothing. Wow, volatility not there. And until we get a huge move the upside downside, I mean, we're just going to continue flagging in this little scrub pattern. But you gotta have some optimism at least, because of the high amount of volume on the daily that happened on 2 Fridays ago. You're dating yourself for money? What? You're a gold digger, Brett Tholomew. Jeez, man. Look at the gap fill. And then the rally. A lot of gaps to fill here. Straight line up. Yeah, right, dude. This is Galapagos. Galapagos Connect. I don't even know. We can just mess with it. Just see what's up with it. See, it's like breakout of a channel, you know, and nice help. No help. So yeah, man. I mean, a clear divergence of some sort going on. You got the same high. Much lower levels of relative strength. Gross. You know, you definitely have lower levels of positive momentum too. I mean, what do you want me to do with fib extensions here? I mean, like, there's nothing I can really do. It's like you go high to low, and it's like you're like, oh, 95% retrace. And you reverse some. I don't know what this thing's going to do. This is crazy. This asset, I would never trade it. It's 154,000 volume. No volume. No liquidity on this asset. You can tell by all the gaps, man. Illiquid. Not my thing. But if you're asking about it, dude, it went straight up. And yeah, there's major RSI divergence on the daily. I don't know about the weekly. Maybe the weekly. Oh my God, it could be terrible. You just got your first positive histogram wick on the weekly since September 9th. All right, big gap up. There's a gap fill down here at 166.26. Very possible you could run down there. I don't know if you don't show any more strength. This would be some sort of bearish inside bar or bearish harami. And it does look like no matter what happens, I mean, you're going to be showing bearish divergence. You already got it developing on the RSI and MACD. MACD, of course, you could just go to much higher prices, and it could keep the positive momentum could keep building, but eventually you could show bearish divergence. And if you wanted to get targets to the upside, in case you did break 100% retrace and you did go to all-time highs, 204, 211, 220, those are your fib extensions. Boom, that's how you get those targets. But again, doesn't seem likely with this stuff developing not just on the daily, but also the weekly. Weak AF. Galapagos. So now I'll just sit here and wait for whoever requested this. I'll sit here and wait for their whatever, for them to respond. Whatever way they can do, however they want. Been live now for an hour and 17 minutes. If you enjoying the live stream, that like button, that bell, that sub. Oh my God, it's Probes in the house, man. What's up, Probes, dude? How you doing? Sorry, Edward, you're an idiot. Get wrecked. Spammer, bot, trash. Spammer, scammer, both. All right, Chalen, we'll see what you got, man. We'll see what you got. Maybe, I don't know, Kanatoma, if it'll work. Okay, cool. He responded. You're welcome. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. It's just low volume, man. It's just stuff that your orders just maybe won't fill if you want them at certain levels. Let's go to Monero real quick. Just check on it because I think it broke out. Yeah, it did break out. Legit had a breakout a few days ago, a couple days ago. Since we adjusted for the fake out, which, you know, if you don't adjust, you've definitely already broken out. But at this point, Momo shift trend line broken, and common retrace levels between $77 and $94. That's where we could expect to run to if Bitcoin, you know, stayed up and didn't dump, right? Pedro Chanka, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Now that Bitcoin is slowing down, chat seems very slow and uninterested. Shows who the real players are. Well, dude, it's like natural, man. If Bitcoin's not pumping, there's no hype. There's very little hype. I have to create hype out of thin air. I'm a hype generator. It's not easy. Okay. Okay, so that's a Monero update. We have broken out for sure. But this is like gonna follow Bitcoin. No matter where, if Bitcoin wants to sell off and go to 8,700, then Monero is gonna go down to like 56 bucks, probably, right? Or lower. One thing we know about this downtrend, this correction is like just where the whole downtrend, every time you got to like 60 on the RSI, you just up thrusted and failed, or as soon as you hit it, you failed. Right here, this is where we are. We're in, are you gonna do the same crap as you did in August, where you like broke it for like a day, like a scrub, and then dumped? Same thing here, starting to already get back below 60, which is 60 is bullish on the RSI. Oh yeah, Joey. Oh, I'm not trying to be a hype generator, dude. It's just like, I mean, there's more assets than Bitcoin. You know, people should like at any given time be super excited about any asset they've analyzed and the TA is like playing out, right? What's up, Mr. Dinks, man? Good to see you. Winding down the day. I know a lot of you are, and some of you are actually winding up the day because the audience is global, all around the world. Favorite cut of steak? How do I cook? Ribeye, medium rare. Oh yeah, it's more like med rare. I'm starting to get to more like into more rare. It's like medium rare. Like, you know, in meteorology, they're like, it's the winds are going northeast, but then they'll sometimes be like the winds are going northeast because it's going more north than east, but it also is going east. I'm like medium rare steaks. Okay. Well, that helps. Nice, easy going questions, dude. Except be a robot and analyze this asset, and I will spam the asset request all stream. Okay, look at ONT for a second. Just update on this one. Okay, another Chinese S-coin that blasted off, hit nearly the 50% retrace. What's up, Lord of the Trick? Thanks, dude. We have just been consolidating after the big buying climax. My God, crescendo of volume. Been a while. You know, this happened with Bitcoin. And so it's, you know, V-Chain's moving and this one's not. Yeah, V-Chain's still up a little bit. And the new day, everything reset on the percentages. So maybe in time that you'll run up again and really get to like 120, 136. You know, you hit the golden zone and then pull back. But after the pullback, you're now just consolidating after a really, really nice move up on the highest volume of all time for this asset, since it had that major split from VIN to VET. Well, I didn't look at ETC. Sorry, I was looking at EOS. It's almost the same thing. Oh yeah, we were gonna look at it. I mean, it's the same analysis. If you watched the stream yesterday or anytime I look at this, man, it's the same thing. It's like you're hitting very critical support levels, the top of the supports. You're showing divergence. You blast it off. Now you have an impulse, and now you're just kind of up sloping in your consolidation. and you have a downsloping resistance very close. You are very close to a breakout on Ethereum Classic. It has not happened. If Ethereum Classic was to break out of this, if it was to break above the most shallow retrace and it wasn't trash, it would eventually, you know, common retrace levels, $6.24 to $7.62. That is your where we could run up, hit the 382 and dump again. 50%, dump again. 618, dump again. Whatever. Get it, man? It's like we could run up to any of these fib nodes and then reverse our price action to the downside. Yeah, I think we looked at Ethereum. All right, maybe not. I don't know. Okay. That's cool. I mean, if you say something, you don't have to like repeat it. I saw it, man. I see you drew the channel. That's cool, dude. I was just looking at an illiquid asset that looks like it's double topping, and there's bearish divergence in the weekly and daily. Okay, man. Oh, we didn't look at Litecoin. So, in log scale, we had talked about this yesterday, the big move up. And, I mean, I guess 2 days ago now, and yesterday, which was only like 30 minutes ago, we had another green day. And just sitting right at $65. Look, April of 2019. Look back from September 2018. It's like resistance. So you're at it. And with Bitcoin not performing or doing anything, Litecoin maybe won't do anything either until we really see some price action from the one coin to rule them all. All right. That's log scale. And I think it's really good that in log scale we broke out finally, which we had not broken out in log scale, but we had broken out in linear, and that's just great for linear because look at this. I mean, it's like the major downtrend, the correction we were in, where we lost 78% of our value roughly. We had a major impulse to the upside on high volume, consolidated, and now you're rallying again, but you're not going any higher than that wick, the milkman wick, right? So again, if this thing was ever to make, if this was the major low, this was the bottom. From the high point to low point of the structure on the breakout, you're looking between common retrace levels. Well, you're looking between 85 and 108. That's the common retrace levels before reversing to the downside again. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's cool, dude. Well, enjoy your ban, Plomp. It's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't even be doing coin requests or asset requests anymore, since people are just going to be asses. Okay. Jeez, man, it's like, hey, I'm getting a free analysis after spamming my asset request all stream, and then I analyze it, and then they just start spamming what they did, and it's like, dude, no one cares. Thoughts on XLM dumping? Thoughts on you dumping XLM into VET? Dude, I don't know, man. Like, those impulses already happened. I mean, sure, VeChain's already running though, right? It's like already buying at these levels. This is not where anyone that makes good money consistently buys. Okay, no one's buying at these levels, dude. It's extremely risky to be taking a long here. Anything can happen. This crap, it was up 77% from its lowest level October 23rd to its highest high of yesterday. You're up 77%. So how in the world could that be any kind of good buy ever of putting money into this now? Sure, it could keep running, but just as easily if Bitcoin dumps. You think VeChain's going to keep going up even with good news? Nope. It's going to dump too. Did somebody draw a channel on Galapagos already, man? Yeah, dude. Yeah, Plomplery did, and now he's banned. Okay. So you're asking if you should take the gains from XLM that was insane and put it into something that's already doing something insane. I think it was doing insane stuff before XLM. So probably not a good idea, but that's just me. I mean, you can't get mad at me if it just keeps going up. You can't, dude, this is not a low risk, high reward opportunity area. There's lots of downside potential here. You're overbought. You were freaking overbought on the daily on VeChain. Oh God, Square with earnings tomorrow. Probably gonna get screwed, Wayne Batson. Go get a coin. We'll flip it. All cryptos bow to their sensei. Yeah, pretty much.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
So I don't know, man. I mean, all right, let's go to Square. Earnings tomorrow. Time for this pattern to get obliterated and just probably to dump down to $50. Right. But maybe not. Maybe not. So, potential slanted inverse head and shoulders pattern developing on an asset with 8.549 million volume versus the 100,000 volume asset we were looking at earlier. This one requested. Okay. Support, holding the support, man. Really trying to hold on to it. You're kind of back testing it today, which is good. But again, with earnings, nothing matters, dude. It might as well be nothing, because if they report bad numbers, declining user base growth, whatever it is, this could just derp down to $50, right? But if they have good guidance, this could be a self-fulfilling prophecy pattern where it just gaps up to $70. So good looking pattern, but you know the rule on earnings, TA can get absolutely obliterated. So the kryptonite to TA sometimes it's beautiful. They work together. Oh my God, Bitcoin's down $23 on the day. It's all over for Bitcoin, chat. It could even go lower, man. It could go lower than $20 down. You're thinking of gambling? Well, wow, yeah, that's the one we have. It's crazy, dude. Look at this, chat. Monka S, dude. If I've ever seen a Monka S, this is it, dude. Wow. Almost stop out territory. Whatever. Yeah, it might be worth a gamble. If you're going to gamble, you might get killed, right? Because it's just the IV. It's just like you gap up, you gap down, right? Look at this gap up, man. Look at these gaps down. Jeez. So good luck, Brett, if you're going to do it. Let us know how it goes, man. Hey, record yourself with video while the market opens, and I'll do my reaction to Brett Tholomew gambling on Qualcomm earnings on a short. Do it, man. I'll literally video that. I'll literally cover that. So all of you, you know, we could do that. If you're going to gamble, I don't ever recommend gambling like that. But if you're going to do it, we can react to it, and then we can analyze the asset afterwards, and we can just make it a new segment for static videos. Hey man, I'll just tell you, the static video on my reaction to that kid losing all that money, you know, they'll only have like 3,700 views on the video or something. That's higher than average. And oh my god, like 92 freaking comments. I mean, looks like people actually got some, you know, more people turned out to that because I guess there's more content or something. People don't want just static analysis. Only some do. All right. Do whale deers have opposable thumbs? No, but they have disposable thumbs, Julia. Okay. Thoughts on swell tomorrow? Everyone knows about it, so it's a non-event, Jonathan Perez. Literally non-event, so price action will most likely not be affected. But if Bitcoin pumps the upside, you can't be like, oh, it was swell. No, it would be Bitcoin. Geno, you know, they also, the people that get banned do what you do. They come in to do this. So you asking those questions, it seems like you're a troll. Well, why do you worry about who's getting banned, you know? Why don't you stick to investing in yourself and trading? That's what this stream's about. Looking for trade setups and making trades, not being completely inappropriate and getting banned. Okay. Yeah, US Steel did post earnings and they were at 15% off those earnings. Let's go Qualcomm. I don't even know this one's on my watch list. No way. Okay. Yeah, dude. United States Steel down a little bit today. Not much. I mean, whatever. Yeah, this big green candle right here was earnings. Right there, earnings. It was really was a gap up then earnings. It's only down like 1.5% today, but this went up nearly. It's like 29.5 or 28.5% gains since the entry on this trade. This is a position trade. One will be holding this for a long time. I mean, common retrace levels, if it ever got there, would be between $24 and $33. Swell pumps only for the moon boys. Swell has been a joke every year. Well, dude, if you know when the event, when you know when something's coming, when everyone else knows it's coming, it's a non-event. It's not going to move the markets. Extremely high probability of it not moving the markets at all. I don't think Qualcomm was a Patreon trade setup. I think it was just one I did on the fly live. Oops, sorry. Monkey ass is still there. This one's more like this. Feels good, man. Or that, man. Oh my god. Troy Davis, man. God, where were you like a month ago, a month and a half ago, when we were plotting all this, really going deep on the analysis here, dude? 1050 entry area. 1310 now. It's wonderful and could go much higher in time. Yeah, it's very easy to not get banned. Don't say anything extremely inappropriate or racist or super sexual, or just don't talk crap to people in the chat. Keep it civil. It's pretty like, hey, if you go into like an office, right? Any given office in America somewhere, you go into the office and you just start saying weird stuff to coworkers that could get you fired or kicked out of the building. It's pretty much kind of like that here, right? Just don't do it. Just like be an adult, dude. Like this is not a child's channel. Like my core demographic's 25 to 45. If you can't like not be racist or say stupid sexual stuff or just, you know, just continue to curse and talk crap to people in the chat, yeah, you're going to get banned. But if not, it's very easy to not get banned, dude. Very easy. Erickson, thanks for the sub, man. Welcome. See, Juno, you're getting a little too... See, you're coming in here for the wrong reasons. You care too much about chat. You should be watching me educate on trade. You see what this pattern is? Do you know what this pattern is? If you don't, you should learn it. You should learn about harmonics, technical analysis, Fibonacci, critical supports, resistances, retrace zones. You shouldn't be caring about people getting banned in chat. That's where you're off, okay? Oh, my music again? I think it did. Nice. All right. Well, dang, dude, I've been live for an hour and 40 minutes. Where does the time go? It always goes real fast when I hit that live button, dude. It's crazy.
Bruh.
Do I think an alt season's on the way? Well, what's an alt season, dude? I mean, no one's even given me the true definition of what alt season means. Does it mean they pump and Bitcoin doesn't pump? Or does it mean that they pump just because Bitcoin's pumping? No one's ever given a real Webster's Dictionary definition of altcoin season, man. What I think about Bitcoin hitting the gap today? Well, it went lower. I mean, it was like $1,000 disparity in price from that rejection wick. I think it's I don't know. I don't really know or care, right? Like, that's great that it did it. It's great to see when you dump like that on futures and then the gap fills. That's normally a good thing. Rejection wicks. So, who told you to get a life, man? The Star Whales Deer's World's last name is here. Oh my god, man. Good question on the alts. Donta, yeah. It's like I don't even know how to answer that question. Why don't we just look at the individual asset, how it's performing, and then we can look at Bitcoin because that's the macro of that asset. It's pretty simple. It's not, we don't have to look at subsectors of industries and all that like we do in the stock market. We look at Bitcoin, we look at the altcoin. Wow. What's up, D Trust, ND Trust? Oh, you did? You hate trolls? Well, you don't know if he's a troll, but that's normally what trolls do. They just like... It's whatever. Yeah, US dollar's actually pumping. Big pump. Double bottoming, actually. So that's not really that great for Bitcoin. But the uptrend continues. On the DXY. Why must you do this? Look, it's getting back above that 200 moving average again. Big rally. Trying to break that little neckline there at 98 bucks. This isn't, you really want, if you want Bitcoin to have a lot of help, you need the US dollar to eventually maybe break out of this uptrend. I mean, this channel has been going on since May of 2018. But yeah, it was nice how you just had a wedge, you couldn't break the 70% trend line, and you just dumped. Oh. Hey, B. Wallace. Glad you're here, dude. So one that we looked at yesterday that I kind of want to look at again because Bitcoin's doing nothing but just kind of selling off a little bit. I mean, it's, who cares? Like, whatever, man. Eventually Bitcoin will make up its mind. It's literally churning. It's consolidating. It doesn't know what to do. It's actually just recently made a lower high than its previous high, which isn't really good. But you know, at the same time, you're showing a little accumulation on Bitcoin since October 30th, so whatever. But NVTA, this is the poor man's NVIDIA, NVDA. We looked at this, listened, and we think that, yeah, we might get a reversal soon to the upside. It'll probably just be a lower high and just dump again. But eventually, we have an alert set up around that $13 area. I guess my alert's... Oh wait, that's the price. So about $3 more down, and you'll have a perfect-looking bullish cipher pattern. And the entry for the entry zone is between 1238 and 1289, and that's for taking along on a trade in a bullish trend, a bullish pattern, huge momentous pattern. Started December 2018. It's like the altcoins started their pattern too. Most of them, December 2018. What's up, Burger Man? We call it Bitcoin, ironically, as a joke. Sweet. Very sweet. Let me know when that happens. Great. Congratulations. No one cares. If you're not here to learn, what are you even doing? Wasting time. Geez, Juno, you wasted more. You derailed this stream with your crybaby antics. My God, I've never seen someone so sensitive in my life. Jesus. Okay. EA, real quick. All right, continuing to rise a little bit. Survived earnings with minor damage, no damage, and the inverse potential slanted inverse head and shoulders pattern nearing that neckline around $100. You gotta wonder what ATVI, if they report well, it probably could be good for EA. It's just the same sector, sub-sector of tech, which is like software, gaming, entertainment, whatever. Not looking, not listening. Not great, but terrible. Saturate. Oh no, dude. All the Bitcoin's getting transferred, man. Uh-oh. Alright, so, well, if you break $100, well, you know where we could go. I know there's a channel too, downsloping resistance, but it's pretty much exactly where that neckline is at this point. It's the same freaking trend line. So this could be good either way. I love it because, I mean, being able to identify these patterns and you know the psychology behind them, it's like, you know, we were in a huge impulse up, and then you have this channel, this downsloping channel, the consolidation, which is bullish. Low, lower low, lowest low. But then momentum begins to shift, and now we have higher lows. And that's great times when you can identify momentum shifting, accumulation occurring. You can make a lot of money. So it's up to you to invest in yourself to be able to identify that or not. Or you could just come in and cry about being banned or people being banned because you have too much time on your hands and you're not here to really learn. You're not really here to invest in yourself. You're just here to cry. No one cares about your crying. my God, some guy with a 400,000 subs came in, just completely monopolizing the live chat with his problems that no one, I mean, it's just like, nope, not going to have it. If I've never seen you before and you're going to complain and cry in the chat and try to monopolize the chat with your issues, we're just not going to let it happen. Okay, it's just not going to be a thing. Now, if we know you, if I've seen you, and it's like, okay, it's different. He's not a troll, but whatever, man. All right, let's just go back to Bitcoin, I guess, and we'll wrap it up. Just another Tuesday stream, man. No volatility and some derpiness. We've definitely seen worse, haven't we, chat? Yeah, it's the same guy with the mental illness, Bradford. It's like, hey man, I'm using the same trick. Look at that guy. Look at him, man. Creating accounts, cursing people out. Dude, we own you, dude. We literally own you. You understand how affected you are by us? You just can't handle it? Figure out your mind. Take back control of your mind. Don't let us control it. Don't let us live rent-free in your mind, kid. Whew. So butthurt. Go on, create another account. We don't care. It's actually kind of funny, man. I'm here living the dream, the literal American dream, and you're creating a bunch of accounts, probably taking days off your life with the amount of cortisol that's pumping through your veins because your stress levels are so high. We're indirectly killing you, dude. Just take control again, all right? Whew. So again, man, bull flag for now. Positive momentum still waning. New day has already happened because of daylight savings time. It opened about an hour ago, 54 minutes. So we'll see if we can stay above the 200-day moving average. We've done it for 10 days, 11 days now. So that 200-day moving average is sitting at 91.49 exactly. So stay above it. And maybe when market participants are done churning, done digesting what happened 2 Fridays ago, maybe we'll get another pump to the upside. But if they don't like it, we'll sell off and back test this channel trend line again. And that's near 8,700. So nothing's certain, but it does look good. But we understand just because you break out of a channel, it doesn't mean you're home free. You have to break out of the channel first, and then after you break out of the channel, you then must break above previous overhead resistance. And that next overhead resistance, I think, is around 11K. Got to break that. So it's been fun, chat. Really appreciate y'all coming out. Thanks for the 427 people
Is that a joint?
still tuned in. Thanks for the 300 plus likes. Y'all are amazing. Best community in crypto. Those scrubs wish they were us, don't they, chat? They wish they had a community like us. They wish they could live stream and make all this stuff happen, but they just can't, man. So they're butthurt. They're mad. And we own their minds somehow. So I'll be back. I don't know if I'll be back tonight, man. Okay, got some stuff going on. So when I am back, we'll do it again, all over again. Till then, respect the T. A.
those turd nuggets?